back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a quick tutorial on how I made these really cute small gift bags, favor bags. You can even put gift cards in here. It's the perfect size. They are about 4 by 4.5 inches big or small. I was inspired by, I went to Victoria's Secret the other day, and the purchase that I made, they put it in a very small gift bag, and I thought it was so cute. Fun fact about me, I love miniatures. I like watching like videos about miniature food, how to make miniature furniture, like dollhouse furniture. I don't know what it is, but I just love miniature things. So when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to try to make one when I get home. So this is a little smaller than that, but I absolutely love this size. I won K.I.T Paper's Hooray collection. Is their newest collection a few weeks ago, and it is a birthday theme, and I thought the collection would be absolutely perfect for this project. So that's what I used the entire Hooray collection to decorate these bags with. Okay, and then I just stuffed it with some coordinating tissue paper. So I love these. I absolutely love these, and I cannot wait to use them. These will be perfect to put in Happy Mail, just as, you know, to put something in it, or just to make it and just send it flat, put it in like a cellophane bag for your swap partner to use, you know, to give to someone else. So yeah, it's small enough to ship. You can collapse it. And yeah, so let's just get straight into it. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to get a 12 by 6 sheet of paper, and it's basically, you know, a 12 by 12 sheet of paper cut in half. Okay, so when you get your 12 by 6, I'm sorry, you're going to get a 12 by 6. You want to cut off a 1/4 of an inch from the 12-inch side. So your final paper would be 11 and 3/4 by 6. Okay, so don't worry about the dimensions. Don't worry about replaying the video. I will have all of the dimensions down at the bottom, so you can just reference the description in the description for the dimensions. Okay, so this is a 11 by 3/4 inch by 6 inch sheet of paper. Okay, so from here, I went ahead and I already scored it for the sake of time. So you want to score at 3/4 of an inch, 1.5 inches, 5.5, 6 1/4, 7 inches, and then your last score line is going to be at 11. Okay. So then you want to score the long ways. So this is going to be your top. So this is a scrap piece of paper, and because it's polka dot, there's really no top and a bottom. But if you have a sheet like this, see it says yay. This is going to be your top, and this is going to be your bottom. Okay, so you're going to score the top, like I said, depending on the image that you have on your scrapbook paper. You're going to score the top at 1/2 of an inch from the edge. Okay, and then the bottom is going to be 5 inches from the edge. Okay, so your top, you're going to make a score line at 1/2 of an inch, and the bottom score line for the bottom of the bag is going to be 5 inches. Okay, so you'll see, hopefully it's not confusing the way I explained it, but you'll see exactly how it looks when I fold everything. Okay, so this is what you're going to have after you make your scores in your sheet of paper. Okay, so from here, you want to cut out where your 11-inch score line. Okay, so on one end you have 2 score lines, and then on the other end you have the 1 score line. So on the side where you have the 1 score line, you want to just cut out this bottom square like this. Okay, so everywhere I have this marked, it's where you're going to cut right here. And you're going to cut right here, not right here, because I actually made a mistake. So just follow with me. So you're going to cut out this square right here. You're going to cut this out completely. Okay, and then you're going to go, oh, I'm sorry. And then you're going to cut, you're just going to snip it up to you get to the this score line right here. So this is the 1/2 of an inch score line. So you want to cut until you get to the bottom score line, which is the 5 inch. Okay, so you're going to cut right there, And then you're gonna skip the score line in the middle and you're gonna cut this fourth one. So you got the first score line, you're gonna cut out the complete square. The second score line, you're gonna cut. The third, you are not going to cut. The fourth, you're gonna cut, but you're only gonna cut up into the score line that's going horizontally. Okay, the fifth score line, you're going to cut up to the score line that's going horizontally, and then that's it. So just ignore this part right here. I actually messed up. So you're gonna have three cuts, 1, 2, 3, and then this corner is gonna be completely cut out. Okay, so from here, all you want to do is cut at an angle. So where you cut the square out, you just want to cut at an angle like that. Here's the first cut or the second cut. You're going to cut on both flaps at an angle so that it looks like this. I'll show you. So you want it to look like this. They're going in at an angle. Okay, so on this cut line, you want to do the same thing. It's one flap, cut at an angle. It's like a little triangle. And we have that. And then this last cut on this flap, you want to make your cuts. Okay, so this is what we're going to end up with. Okay, so now from here, all you want to do now is you want to fold. So basically you want to fold on the score lines. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to start on the side where we scored the 1/2 inch. Okay, so we're going to start on the right. So we're just going to fold like an accordion fold. That's basically what we're going to do. Accordion folds. Okay, so then when we get here, we're going to accordion fold. And I'll show you what it looks like after I have everything folded. And then this last, even this last fold where you scored on an 11-inch line, I'm just gonna fold it inward. Okay, so this is basically, this is what you're gonna have. Okay, so you want your sides, these are gonna be your sides, you want it folded inward. It's kind of hard, a little difficult to explain, but I hope you guys are following along. So when you fold, you want to just make sure that the sides are inward. Okay, the sides are going in like this. Okay, so this is what this is going to look like after you fold it. This is what this is supposed to look like. Okay, so then we're going to fold the top down, and this is the top where you made a 1/2 inch score line right here. So this is going to be the top, and this is going to be the bottom. So we're just going to go ahead and just fold these flaps in. Okay. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and shape our bag. Okay, and this is what we're going to have. Okay. So if it makes it any easier for you guys, before you fold the body of the bag, you can just go ahead and fold the top down first. So go ahead and fold down that thin strip where we scored at the top. Fold that down first, and then go ahead and fold your body, because this is what we want to end up with right here. Okay. So from here, you can make your punches for your handles. Okay, I like to go about an inch inward, and because this is already kind of thin, this is only a 1/2 inch, you want to go down maybe an 1/8 inch from the top. So we're going to go maybe an inch inward from the sides, from the left and the right, and then we're going to go about an 1/8 down. So I actually use my leather punch because it can punch through paper like butter. I don't have to struggle. So you just want to close it flat like this, okay, and hold it, kind of hold it taut before you punch, okay, because you don't want to make, you want to make sure that the paper is not going to shift, okay. So we're going to start with this side, and we're just going to eye it a little bit. So I'm going to go about an inch from the edge, and then about an eighth of an inch from the top. So about here. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're just going to eye it. Okay, and this is what we have. So that both of the holes, all 4 holes, are symmetric. Okay. So from here is the assembly. So basically what you want to do is you have this single flap right here. This single flap is going to go inside this fold. So here's the double flap. Okay, right here, this is where your gusset is. This is what makes your gusset the side of the bag, the depth of the bag. Not really the depth, but the width of the bag. Okay, so this gusset right here, this little flap right here, you want to put this side inside this flap right here. So that slides in. So as you slide in, you can either use some red tape, you can use a glue gun, you can use any double-sided tape that you want, but just make sure that it's strong enough to hold. I use my hot glue gun, so that's what I'm going to use to glue down this side, these sides together. Okay. Okay, and here's the sides glued. Okay, so this is what we're going to have. So the only thing that we're going to have left to do, you see it's glued, and you just want to make sure that it's seamless. So that's the whole point in putting that single flap on the inside of the flap where the gusset is, so that it's kind of seamless. Okay. So from here, you just turn it over on the bottom. So here's the bottom of the bag, and you're just going to fold it. The 2 flaps on the side, the shortest flaps, you're going to fold those in. Okay. And you're going to place just a little bit of glue right here, right at these corners right here, because you want this flap to stick to these 2 small flaps right here. Well, I said right here. You can put it right here too. Okay, and I like to turn it over like this and kind of put my hand down in there to try to press it flat. Okay. And then this last flap, all you want to do is just put a strip of glue or whatever you use, adhesive strip, right on this edge right here. Okay, and fold that down. Okay, and I like to put my hand on the inside to kind of press it down. Okay, and then you have your bag. That's it. So to fold it, to make it collapsible, you just want to squeeze it, put your fingers on the inside, on the sides like this, push it in and go down and squeeze it. And it's going to fold on its own. So you just want to kind of guide it. You guys have seen how bags fold and how they collapse. So just guide it with your fingers, okay? And you can use your score bone folder to kind of flatten it, but you get the picture. So this is what you have. And then you just want to string the holes. So I use about a 9-inch strip of string for each side. So let me just get a sample. I'll just do one side so you guys can see how I do it. Okay, so you want to get like I said, I use about a 9-inch piece of ribbon. So I just make a knot on one end. Okay, and then I feed it through from the inside, one side, and then I string it back through the second hole from the outside. Okay, and then once I do that, I make my second knot like this, and here you have a handle. Okay, so you do that for both sides, and then your bag is complete. So yeah, I hope I explained it right, like always. I know I say this every time I do a tutorial, but I really want to you know, I just really want to explain it the best way that I can so that you guys can follow my tutorials. I mean, what's the point of doing a tutorial when nobody can, you know, follow along? So, but yeah, this is the project, and I know if you're anything like me, like I usually buy like 12 by 12 pads of paper, and I only like a few of the designs from the pack, from the paper pad. So this would be a really good project to make with the scrapbook paper that, you know, that we really aren't a fan of. You know, those designs that we really, you know, don't like from a paper pad. This would be a perfect project to use those for. So, but anyway, again, I will put everything, all of the dimensions in the description box. So if you guys have any other questions outside of the information that's in the description box, as always, please leave a message, please comment, please leave a question in the comments below, and I will answer them like always. And I appreciate you guys, your support. I am putting together a giveaway for YouTube to celebrate 500 subscribers, so look out for that soon. And as always, thank you guys for visiting my page, and thank you always for your support. And until the next video, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.